We can't pretend our lives and work haven't been turned inside out. We've struggled, and we've adapted. At the Purdue Writing Lab, almost all of our tutorials have transitioned online, and the few in-person sessions are behind plexiglass and with the mask on. But we've learned to lead with hope. We've learned that kindness is more important than ever. We've learned we need each other more than we knew. We've learned a smile goes a long way, even on a Zoom call. And despite what the news tells us daily, we believe that hate and fear will be defeated by love.
At the MiraCosta College Writing Center, we have learned that in order to listen and lead, we need to focus first and foremost on community. While the pandemic created challenges associated with suddenly being fully online, it also offered a surprising and welcome opportunity for us to recreate community through arts-based communications, inventive training, and new modes of consultant support.
Inspired by videos from other educators, we created a video slideshow. Consultants and coaches personalized selfies, and we created a message that we missed our students and hoped they would come visit us soon.
We created a message board that was not purely job-related. We dubbed it #creativity. Each week we posted a prompt and we invited the writing consultants to respond with anything creative. We hoped giving the consultants a creative outlet could foster community and also allow them to express themselves during the pandemic.
We wanted to recreate not only the content of our canceled meetings, but also their collegiality and sense of teamwork. In that spirit, we tasked our consultants to investigate online writing resources individually and then work together in breakout rooms to incorporate feedback from their fellow consultants into finished reports through which we built a collection of virtual writing resources. We reinstituted our lead roles, charging these consultants with maximizing training conversations.
Supporting peer consultants suddenly also meant finding new formats to redefine how we communicated. Impromptu consultant table conversations were replaced by chats in Zoom or Slack messaging. Sometimes we'd just jump into breakout rooms to talk with consultants about their emerging online practices. These shifts enhanced our communication to support our embedded consultants.
When COVID-19 forced a shift to emergency remote learning, our team quickly adjusted how we provide academic support to Montgomery College students. We took swift action, such as redesigning our virtual tutoring website, providing guidance on our virtual services, and sharing our message of access, inclusion, and equity via campus leadership meetings, social media, and YouTube. We quickly received student feedback. One example reads, "I sent my essay through e-tutoring to you, and I just wanted to say that your feedback was extremely helpful. I can even say that I've never gotten feedback that is this clear. Thank you so much." As a team, we've joined hearts and minds to consider how we can provide a virtual space that meets students where they are. Whether students are enrolled in structured remote or distance learning, or are busy with family, work, and other constraints, we'll be here for them.
Hi, here at Saskatchewan Polytechnic's Learning Services, we've had to make a few changes due to COVID-19 to meet students where they're at, online.
Together with library services, accessibility services, student employment services, and various other departments at South Polytech, we've helped students in a number of ways this year. Here are a few words that help describe our role in helping students online.
Accessible.
Tenacious.
Collaborative.
Versatile.
Integrative.
Innovative.
Holistic.
The interdepartmental Zoom room provides students with immediate assistance with writing, math, or any other inquiries regarding academic success.
Help is just a click away.
From our role as tutors, it is essential to listen to the users of the center, taking into account that each of them has a knowledge, an experience, an imagination from which to start working. We don't start from the idea that the tutor is the only one who has knowledge, but as a dialogic mediator between knowledge. When the users feel that they are being listened, they are open to receive comments and recommendations. This characteristic of knowing how to listen is one of the fundamental components of a good leader. After all, leadership is not about one-way relationship, but seeks to harmonious integration of skills and attitudes among team members in order to achieve common goals. A Reading and Writing Center, precisely, aims at strengthening communication skills in an interactive environment in order to build an integral person.
Hello everyone, my name is Camilo Echeverri and I'm a tutor from the Javeriana University Writing Center in Cali, Colombia. What I've learned about listening in this context consists in centering the attention of the tutorship in the tutored person. This meaning that we must develop skills to be open to the needs, whether expressed verbally or not, of the mentioned tutored person. This goes by the hand with the concept of leading, since we need to possess these leading skills to guide both the tutorship and the tutored person to solving and working around a specific writing or reading matter. Thank you so much for the attention paid.
I've learned that helping someone sometimes means you don't have to talk a lot and you can just listen.
Leading doesn't have to be outright. It can be simply listening to someone and helping them through anything.
To be a good leader, you also have to be a good listener. Especially at the Writing Center, it's easy to get distracted and want to explain something to a writer, but it's also really important to just hear them out, hear what they have to say and what they want from you so that you can better lead them. I've learned that you don't have to be perfect to lead, you just have to really care about the student and about the tutors, and that really helps with listening as well.
The other half of leading is listening. I listen most closely to what gets them excited about their writing.
The best way to do that is to listen to what they have to say and what goals that they have,
while still nurturing the more long-term goal of becoming a confident writer.
It's really important to listen to what the client says as well as what they don't say.
It's really difficult to tell whether or not a silence from a client means I don't know, or if it means that they're just thinking about what they're going to do next.
Because we're not working in the same physical space, the spaces that they are working in might not be safe for them to vocally tell us what their concerns and their...
To sum it all up, I've learned how to be more of an active listener.
In Hawaii, we have students coming from very different backgrounds and perspectives, so it also means being aware of the different discourse communities.
And this helps us to change or challenge our way of thinking, and it also helps us to understand sides that we might not know.
More often than not, like, you're called upon to be a leader because they think you can handle a job that you're not even sure you can handle yet. More of a, oh my God, these people trust me to take them somewhere. And I would never try to take my team anywhere that they didn't want to go in the first place.
One thing I can say about listening is I don't listen very well. I talk a lot and I interrupt people a lot when I talk. And it's just totally different than in a face-to-face interaction. You don't have that kind of like natural exchange where you're like nodding like, yeah, and then you kind of like, you take, control of the situation, and then that person's, yeah, and then they take control back of the situation. In a digital setting like we are now when it's remote, somebody talks and you stop, and then the next person talks and then you stop, and you're kind of forced to listen without interjecting. And it's helped me a lot.
I feel like it's made us better tutors because we're forced to be more empathetic and we're forced to listen because it's just us.
I'm definitely listening more through technology issues and language barriers and freshman nerves and graduate school nerves. I think we all need to listen more, and people are sharing with us more about their personal life and their personal struggle.
It is a much more personal experience because we're not in the center. We're, in a way, they are inviting us into their homes and we're inviting them into ours. And I just noticed that
A lot of my time, like the first 10 minutes of the session will be spent just like letting them vent to me, just because for some people this is like the only interaction they might have had this week, and yeah, they want their writing to be looked at, and yeah, they want to talk about their writing, but they also just want to talk about what they're struggling with right now, because everything is very isolating. And so not only are we listening as consultants, but almost like therapists.